Oh, Splinter Snakeo here, coming at you with another Watch Me build of the Ultimate Fantastic Four. Oh boy, has it been a long time since we last did these. And as you can see, they're still pretty much in the exact same place where we left off. I'm not sure if you've all been following this Watch Me build, and I appreciate it because I've had a lot of people say, oh, I'm back, can you please continue this? And that means so much to me to hear you guys actually want to see me do this stuff because I enjoy doing it. But as I keep telling you guys, my life just constantly has, let's say, disaster after disaster, and things get in the way. I'm going to try and see if we can finish these guys, because frankly, I want them done. I want them in my collection, and they're relatively close. I say relatively, we actually got a load of sculpt to do, and some issues to address, and other things. So, yeah. In case you haven't watched the previous parts to see what we've done, we'll go over the simplest one first, is Johnny Storm. What I've done is grab the Toy Biz Ultimate Fantastic Four. I did cut this joint here, so I've glued and fixed this. This now still works, and I knocked the camera. And I took a second one of these. I took knee joints, I think, and I've made elbow joints because these were a solid piece. So now he has elbow bends. And he had a spring-loaded gimmick in one of these arms that threw it through the projectile, and he had a spring-loaded missile in this hand, so it launched projectile. I've got rid of both gimmicks, but apart from that, there's nothing else I've really done to this. So he's pretty much good to go. The only thing I'm questioning with him now is his size, because I always thought he was about the same size as Peter Parker, or maybe a little bit taller. And I don't know if this new figure fits, because here's the Hasbro released Ultimate Spider-Man. And he's got quite a bit of height on him. Like a good, I don't know, Spider-Man's eyes come up to his shoulders, so it's not terrible. So I think it'll actually work. Actually, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence if I want to try and make it smaller. So option A would basically try and make this figure a bit smaller, which we probably have to cut bits out here. Option B, scrap this, use one of these body molds I've got, and just start from scratch. Let's just pretend nobody saw that. As Reed Richards has volunteered, I may as well go with him next. He's my favourite member of the Fantastic Four anyway, and one of my favourite Marvel characters. And with this one, all I've done is grab the Toy Biz Mr. Fantastic Ultimate Marvel figure, just cut off at the top from the ball joint, and I've popped them onto the hinges here, the peg here, so we still maintain that thigh rotation. That's very stiff. Very stiff. You can see there's a lot of like smear here. I thought initially that was dust because I left this with the lid off for a while and I hadn't noticed, so I thought a lot of dust got in there. But no, this is just the super glue reaction to the air, I suppose. So that's fine. That does just rub off. I'm not too worried about that. We grabbed the old Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic head because I kind of liked it, and we cut off the curls, tried to kind of give it a bit more modern hair. I'm starting now. I don't think I like this head sculpt. In actual fact, I think it's I don't know. I might see if I can find a better head sculpt because I'm not sold on it anymore. And as you can see, it's got pie here. We extended this torso because this is a Superior Spider-Man body which came out with the almost like Ultimate Goblin Wave, and it was a very short torso for some reason. I don't know why they did that, because the Peter Spider-Man they did follow up was absolutely fine. It had like quite a long length, so not quite sure why they did this one so short. And I got rid of the butterfly joints because also these arms kind of would go sit like at this angle. So I took the butterfly out and pulled the entire socket out a little bit and glued it in place. So I can't use the butterfly joint anymore. So we do lose that articulation, but it means his proportions and he sounds a little bit more neutral, which I quite like. And that's all we've done. Oh yeah, and we gave him some custom hands, which were from the old Toy Biz Spider-Man black suit. Yeah, black suit Spider-Man, which we gave a modern hinge on so we can peg it in. And he now retains finger articulation. Sue Storm here, what we've done is we've taken a Kate Bishop body, same legs from Mr. Fantastic, although her hinge was broken. So we ended up doing a drill into that, which now gives her ankle pivot, which is great. It does make it a little bit bowed, so I might have to try and fix it on the side on that one. And then the same thing with Mr. Fantastic here. We gave her some custom hands, so she has finger motion, finger movement, and these are from, I want to say, Toy Biz old Black Cat. I was going to say Catwoman there. Black Cat. That sounds about right. So that way, I like these big hands because you can do punches and we can do like power wielding hands as well. So I think that's pretty cool. The head is off of a Toy Biz. No, I think it's an early Hasbro Invisible Woman. I want to say the Ronin Wave. That sounds about right. Yeah. And I don't know what's all over it. So her face looks pretty mucky for some reason. I don't know why. And I still haven't glued the hair on. So I still need to glue the hair on. So I'm going to get rid of these three now. Those are the simple ones, he says. Now we've gone for this big boy who's taken up most of our time. So I had one of these spare. This is the, I want to say Toy Biz Ultimate Fantastic Four. That's the same line as these legs are from. And that Johnny Storm. This is my first attempt at an Ultimate thing. And I liked what I was doing here. Where I kind of, because I like this look with the shorts, like the, I don't know, the swimming costume, if you will. I thought I'd try and go for some more articulation in the torso area. Because this is obviously solid, can't move or anything. I don't even think he's got his rotation. Oh no, I did free the rotation up after the fact. But I did get rid of it initially. Because back then I didn't like articulation because I'm an idiot. So what we did is we grabbed an original Marvel Legends Series 1 thing, torso. And we basically cut that thing apart. We put in these arms from this figure on here. The head, the legs, and everything is on here. So he's now got full range of articulation in everything. He's got butterfly joints, which give him so much movement, but they work still. Interestingly, look at the back here. Yeah, that's only blue tacked on. So I've glued that one on. So that one, I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't move when I turn it. But this one I've not glued in, and it twists kind of like smooth, which I think is quite interesting. So it's, I don't know if it's a bit loose. I probably still need to glue that in place. But yeah, we clipped the diaphragm, or the lower belly, onto the peg that was on here. And now we've got a waist cut, nice thick waist cut. We've got some ab crunch, diaphragm joint, so some great quiggly waggly. Quiggly waggly, what am I saying? What I was trying to slide on my last episode, because I was the hips. I don't like how these hips, they kind of bow out. So it's really bad to kick forward, they bow out. With this one, I tried to mend it a bit. So he goes just like straight forward. And like he's got a nice silhouette where he stands. I like this silhouette where his legs aren't like, he's not trying to do the splits just to stand there. But this one, see, I've taken off of this. I've taken off a little bit here, a little bit there. And I've cut down the actual peg gap in there, or the gap inside there for it to clear, but it still won't go any further forward. So I think if I want to do this, I'm going to have to cut out this chunk. Sorry, it's off camera. I think if I want to do this, I'm going to have to cut out this chunk here. And I just, this one's a bit sloppy. I just did this with a knife and painted it. So I could obviously do it a bit better. I could, off camera, sorry. I'm out of practice with this. I could, sand this down with a Dremel, or I could cut this and then sand it down to make it a bit cleaner, which I'm going to have to do. Just, I don't know. And I cut too much away, so the putty there is because I was trying to put it back in before I decided to restart my project. But yeah, I definitely prefer. I mean, you tell me, what do you think looks nicer? Just neutral position. Which one do you think looks more natural? That one can go to bed that far, and that's as close as that one can go. I think that was better. Yeah, we have no choice. We have to cut that way. Annoying, but it is what it is. But I'll try and keep it minimal. And I saw head's not attached. I haven't done this yet. This still needs to be glued on. And then I've got to putty everything around to make the vests. I'm going to take that 4 off and see if I can put it on Sue probably. So I think that's probably the right size for her chest emblem. And then I am going to have to putty all over his chest and then fill in the gaps for his hands, because we gave him some new hand joints with some great articulation there. So we've got hinges there on both hands. These were very time consuming, so time consuming, but you know, we've got some great stuff out of it. And I think the thing I did off camera is I think I tied up around the edges of these, but that's about it. So yeah, let's get cracking.